What's up, guys? It's your boy Zawoki back out with another crime type video. And with everything that's been going on lately, with the unfortunate school shootings, um, the wars that are going on, I mean, it's. I'm not trying to get biblical, but it's coming. Um, we'll get into that in a different video. I do want to talk about that eventually in the future. But we're going to be talking today about the brutal stabbing of the Ukrainian refugee Iryna Zarutska, and more that of the update of this innocent woman that sought refuge in America. Before we go any further, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting that wiper icon down the bottom right. Hit the bell icon next to it so when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that Zwoki myself has posted that video, and then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And the reason why I'm not so upbeat is because I am furious. This is not a racial video. This is not about racism. This is not about why the man was African American and the woman was white. I'm looking at our justice system. Our justice system is failing us. The judges that arrested this, or the police officers, or I shouldn't say the police officers because they are just doing their job and arresting him, but the judges that let this man out 14 times. This man has been arrested. This man was mentally unstable. This man had so much when it came to his history of violence and brutality, and they let him free. We're going to read this post from the U.S. News, and this shows how our justice system has completely and has been failing us. The murder of 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee Iryna, I'm probably butchering it. I'm not very good with names. Iryna Zarutska on a Charlotte light rail train has triggered widespread outrage across the United States. And not just the United States, because there are different countries that were messaging me, asking me to make a video of this and so forth, with many blaming systematic failures for allowing a repeat offender to commit the crime. If you think about it, if this man was set for life in prison, this would have never happened. This never even had to happen. And the other upsetting thing about this whole situation is the bystanders that were sitting on this train did nothing for her. They sat there and let her bleed out. She didn't pass quickly. She suffered and she bled out in front of people, and no one was there to help her. On social media, anger poured in after the release of the surveillance footage capturing her final moments. Popular commentator Benny Johnson wrote, "She ran from the war in Ukraine. She came here for safety, and America failed her." 23-year-old Iryna Zarutska was butchered on a Charlotte light rail. Her throat was cut open by a violent repeat offender who had been arrested 14 times and still was free. This wasn't random. This was preventable. There is a war on. I don't want racism on my channel at all. I love all colors. I love both genders. Well, I shouldn't say I love men like I love women, but I love my brothers in arms. I love my friends. I love my father, and so forth like that. I just want everyone to get along. I am so tired of seeing this person murder that person. This person beat that person. This person punch that. Like, it's enough is enough. Where was I? Her blank is on hands of the system that let this violent criminal roam while innocent people pay the price. If Iryna were blank and the killer was blank, the media would be rotting nonstop. Because she's white, they stay silent. This evil is deliberated. Now, again, please, I beg of you, do not put racial or anything of that kind down below. That is not my channel. Okay? I love all colors. I love both genders. I love all people because God tells us that we should love one another. Another user noted the murder of Iryna has been arrested, or the murderer was arrested 14 times. It's beyond ridiculous that this monster had not yet been permanently locked up. There are also white men that have the same situation, that have been in and out of the system multiple times, and they are freed and they are allowed to commit more crime. And you know what it comes down to is budget cuts. It comes down to the wealthy continuously getting wealthy, and politicians becoming extremely wealthy for no reason. There's no reason why they should be making millions, if not billions of money. The government is completely corrupted anymore. The state is partially responsible for her death. The people, the judges that apparently did their job, they should all be arrested for failing this woman. If this woman was of African American descent or whatever have you, I would be saying the same exact thing. Because people need to stop murdering everybody for fun, for craps and giggles, or I'm so frustrated. Others share their shocking with one writing. This is the moment an innocent woman was slaughtered simply for sitting down in front of a wrong guy. Demons. Iryna, a Ukrainian woman, was attacked on this train on August 22nd. And we're just now hearing about this. I didn't know. I thought this happened a couple days, not a couple weeks. The suspect in this case is identified as DeCarlos Brown Jr., 34. Another comment read, death penalty. So sorry to see this. Tragic. Surveillance video shows the attack. The video released by Friday by the Charlotte area transit system shows that she was boarding the Lynx Blue Line train at 9:46, still in her pizzeria uniform after getting off of work, and scrolling on her phone, probably texting her mom or her family or her friends, hey, I'm off work. Do you want to hang out? Probably something very simple. Just 4 minutes later, police say that 34-year-old DeCarlos Brown Jr., a homeless ex-convict, pulled out a folding knife and blanked her 3 times, including once in the neck. We're not looking at it on here. I am going to show a couple of images, but it's nothing of warning or concern. I've seen the new video of showing some stuff, and it definitely has emotionally moved me. As Zarutska collapsed, clutching her throat and her nose, Brown stripped off his sweatshirt, walked through the car, and waited near the door as passengers began to notice the B word dripping from him. He exited at the next stop, where police later recovered a knife. Zarutska was pronounced dead on the train. Suspect's criminal record. Brown has a long history of arrests dating back to 2011 and has now been charged with first-degree murder. His records include larceny, robbery with a dangerous weapon, and communicating threats. According to WSOC TV, he previously served 5 years in prison for armed robbery. Court documents cited by the Charlotte Observer revealed that in January he was arrested by misusing 911 during a welfare check, claiming a man-made material inside his body was controlling his movements. Questioning over transit safety. According to Spectrum News, it took police 6 minutes to respond to the stabbing. Security guards were on the train, but in the different car at the time of the attack. CAT officials said that they have since tripled the security budget, hired a chief safety and security officer, and began upgrading outdated surveillance cameras on September 22nd. The Charlotte City Council will debate expanding police patrols across buses and trains. Officials also confirmed the video was released only after repeated media requests. The investigation remains ongoing as authorities search for a motive in what police have described as a random attack. It could have been anybody. Excuse me. So somebody actually went and dug even more deeper for DeCarlos Brown. As early as 2007, Brown's criminal record begins at that time where he was still a minor. Over the period, he was arrested at least 6 times for crimes including felony larceny, robbery with a dangerous weapon, communicating threats. Most of these charges were reportedly dropped, according to Charlotte Observer. In 2014, armed robbery conviction. Brown was convicted of armed robbery and served approximately 5 years in prison. He was released in September of 2020. February 2021, assaulted. Well, obviously he wasn't changed person, didn't learn. Assault and property crimes. Shortly after his release, Brown was arrested for assault on a female, specifically his sister, resulting in minor injuries, injury to a personal property, and trespassing after returning to a residence where he was banned and damaging a front door. July 2022, domestic disturbance, arrested for disorderly conduct due to yelling and cursing, causing a disturbance and drawing attention from multiple tenants at a property. In January of 2025, like we just talked about not too long ago, misuse of the 911 system. Brown was arrested for misusing the 911 system after claiming someone had given him a man-made material controlling his actions, eating, walking, and talking. He was released without bond. A public defender later questioned his mental capacity to stand trial, and a forensic evaluation was ordered but not completed. What are we doing with our jobs in the crime community? And don't get me wrong, there are great police officers, there's great judges, there are great law enforcement detectives and stuff like that. But there are ones in there that are just squeaking by just to get the money. When you look at this right here, no one helped her. This incident happened. They all looked. They all got up and left her there by herself. She was scared. She was holding her nose and the blood that was coming out of her nose and neck, and she died a slow death. She bled out while these people were sitting there not helping her out. And with the record showing right here of 14 times arrested, and this woman came to America to get away from the war and to be safe. America And the justice system has failed her. When people say that they come to America for bigger and better future, that's not just talking about employment. That's talking about safety. And yet some of the states, some of the cities, some of the towns are still littered with people that create crime for fun. It's not accidental that you rob somebody. It's not accidental that you purposely stabbed her 3 times. The justice system has failed her. It is failing others. Budget cuts. We're going to what is it called? Decommission some of the police officers because we just don't have enough money. Yet the congressmen, yet the governor, state senators are making bank. I am sick of seeing people that come to America to be safe, to do the right thing, get a job, raise kids, and try to have the American dream. But we have people that are coming from other countries that are murdering Americans, that are causing crime. Oh, for what? For our justice system to completely say, we made some budget cuts. We're sorry. Something needs to be done. Something needs to be changed. And I would love to hear it from you guys down in the comments. I hope this woman gets the justice she deserves. I hope this man is put away where the dark does even go itself, where he is completely in pitch black, can't see the hands in front of him, where he can't hear his own, or he hears his heartbeat. He shouldn't be able to see the light of day again. Please comment your thoughts. Please be respectful. Please be positive. There's no need to be yelling or negative towards one another. We all need to get right. Because the way that I see it, and a lot of you may argue because some of you may not be religious, but Christ is coming. Things are not getting better. Seek salvation. Repent. Save yourself and your family. Because it's getting worse. This is why I say at the end of my videos, please take care, be safe, because you never know when our last moments are going to be here. And for that matter, please, everyone take care, be safe, and as always, keep nerding on, and we will see you guys in the next video.